Hi, this is Paul. We have some announcements to make. I won't bury the lead. We have to cancel the tour, and we'll talk about why and what we learned from it. I'm back in Sacramento. Job is currently stranded in Southern California in Casa Van Donk, and they're about to kill each other. All Job has to do to turn off the lights is tell Google, and they all live in darkness.
Hey, you be careful because you start talking to Google right there where you are, and my lights may change.
Oh, don't tempt me. You're both wearing headphones, Google. Yeah, if I say something to Google now, we know they're really listening.
Okay, Google, yes. Order 15 rolls of toilet paper.
Aw. Thank you, Google. She does not recognize Job's voice to order stuff into my house.
The Google sheep knows its master's voice.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we decided to cancel the northern part of the tour. We decided that this morning, and we'll talk a little bit about our reasons, but it probably will come as no surprise for anybody just following the developments in California right now. A lot of stuff is closing down. March Madness, I just saw, just got canceled. So NBA is suspended. A lot of churches Go ahead.
I just received a phone call from the manager of my park that the clubhouse will not be available for public gatherings until further notice.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if your church, John, suspends services or not. There are quite a few churches in Grand Rapids who are doing it, which kind of surprised me because I hadn't heard much coming from Michigan. Michigan doesn't seem to have been affected yet too much. But I don't know. So I'll talk about my reasons a little bit, and then we'll have Job and John talk. Part of what really finally sort of tipped the scales for me is not so much the vector factor of Job and John and I spreading COVID-19 up and down the West Coast as much as right now, the way things are in Sacramento, I just don't really want to leave my congregation. I have a lot of older people. I just, in fact, was talking to a member of the church right now, and she is very definitely a person who should not be out because if she gets this thing, it'll kill her. She has multiple health things that she's lived with for years. And I mentioned her, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, so we're going to meet with our council tonight, decide what to do about Sundays and such. So I really, the problem is if we don't close down services, a lot of the people who very much shouldn't come will come because they always come. And if I say, you've got to think about your health, you've got these factors, they'll say nuts to me and they'll show up. So tonight the council will decide what to do. But I didn't want to leave town under these circumstances. So for me, that was kind of the big factor.
Right. Lots of churches in the Netherlands are also closing. I mean, I completely understand your reasoning and your motivation for this, Paul. I mean, it's not like we came to our decision to stop this any lightly. We all three spoke about it. We put it by the ancients of voices where we got lots of responses. And this is, like you said in an email, it's not time essential. We can do this again. We could plan for it maybe when it's not raining so hard in California. I feel I was lied to. I thought the sun's shone here, but it's just been raining for 2 days straight. So now I can't even leave this house because it's just pouring down. And
what's up with your flight, Job? I mean, what's ironic is we had the first part of the tour, and then you were supposed to have a conference. Did that finally get fully canceled?
No, they still sort of ran through it, but lots of stuff is being done remotely and then projected. But you're still gathering people, and I don't know why they do that because it's a disability assistive technology conference, so there's loads of immunocompromised people there who I assume they weren't attending anymore anyway. But I wasn't going to go, and these things happen, and yeah, it's too bad about the trip, but that happens. My airline's completely unreachable. No. I mean, I called them on the phone because I didn't hear anything on my messaging app. And I call them on the phone, and I get this doot, doot, doot. Like, what is that noise? That's a long time ago. I've heard. It's a busy signal. Like, wow. That's like when I was a kid, you'd get a busy signal on the phone. Or when somebody was on the internet. But, you know, I'll probably still make a home. We're going to see if there's any food in the grocery store left in a bit.
I heard that John Vendong hoarded all the toilet paper in Southern California. That's what I heard.
No, I did not do that.
Have you seen this man? Yeah.
He's wearing, you know, I was a little concerned because I saw him wearing that, you know, that down vest, and I thought, oh, John's got the fever. So, but apparently it's just cold down there. It's sunny and warm here in Sacramento, so I don't know what your problem is down south. So
that's pretty crazy weather. We don't usually have it this cold and wet this time of year, but we love the rain, and it's good for many reasons. So yeah.
So yeah,
we actually do it to make Paul feel at home. I mean, Job feel at home.
That's right. That's right. Well, I certainly am disappointed that we're not going to make the trip. You know, I think our decision is the right one. I feel good about our decision, but I was really looking forward to this, and it would have been fun. So I very much, once all of this stuff settles down and we can find time on the calendar again, we still want to do this.
Yeah, and actually, logistically, it wouldn't be that terribly difficult to project this all onto another week, and we can still pull it off in 1 week, you know, if we can get everybody lined up. So it wouldn't even be a major trip for Job to come back to it.
Well, it's still 11 hours of flying.
But you have to understand that Job was the big celebrity, because I come on there, they hear me talk. Everybody wanted to hear Job's story. So I don't know if the trip would be a success without Job.
Yeah. Job, how's your faith? Job, how's your faith?
I'm starting to ask, Job, how's your face? Job, how's your face?
Why is your face downcast, Job? Sin is crouching at your door. No, that's just Van Donk's door. It's not my door. Right, sorry everybody.
So yeah, it happens. I made an offer to do some video meetups, but it seems like most of the organizers just want the real deal. So, which I totally understand too. So,
yeah.
Although it may be in part the unfamiliarity with something like that, and I personally can relate to that. But it would be nice if it were possible to figure out how to have you be virtually present with a group of people. It's a kind of a use of technology that I myself would very much appreciate having quick and easy access to, so that any number of resources, famous or otherwise, can be utilized in any local church or organization.
A few groups have talked about that a little bit, but it just seems weird to me to be in this little box in the meeting, and everybody's having this meeting in person, and there I am in the little box, and I'd much rather be live. I'd be there, but
yeah. Well, I mean, in a place that's set up for it, you could be on the full screen. You could actually be a very large presence. No, I'm serious. You mean you could be very present?
I know, but
teleconferencing these days in the business community is quite a smooth operation.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, COVID-19 and the responses nixed our tour.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
I'm bummed out too.
Yeah, it was going to be fun. We had a lot of fun on the southern leg, and I'm really glad we got that in. So,
yeah, I can't think.
I may even have another car by the time we try this again.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, I said they can't take the first leg of the tour away from us. That was fun, and yeah, I keep thinking of that quote from Lord of the Rings where Frodo says that, "Oh, I wish this wouldn't have happened in my time." Gandalf says, "So do So those who see such time, but all we can do is decide what we do with the time that's given to us. Yeah. Sorry for butchering that quote right there, but it does seem particularly relevant because we're all like, oh shit, this is just terrible. But I'm more concerned about, all the old people that I see living in this retirement community where John lives, and the people in your church, and yeah.
No, I'm concerned too, and the desire on the authorities to level out the curve so we don't get a big spike. It would be nice to avoid what happened in Italy. And, a lot of people think that Germany and France aren't far behind. They're still, I don't know. This will be, we haven't had really a worldwide pandemic, sort of a plague like this in any of our memories. The 1920, some people might remember the 1920 influenza. So
you do, right, John?
Yeah, it was a hard time. Many of us succumbed. I did not.
The inevitable Van Dank, everybody.
That's right. Well, one of my lasting memories of this trip will be barreling down the highway between Arizona and Southern California, and John's car is putting out hot air in Rod's face, and of course Rod's getting been out back there, and so then I go up to the front seat and just basically say, yeah, it's still blowing hot air. And there in the middle of the freeway at 70 miles an hour, John shifts it to neutral, turns the car off, turns the car back on again. It's like, what is this madman doing?
It's called rebooting.
That's right, rebooting the car. So that was a memorable moment. I thought, what this crazy man.
Hot air, Christian music.
So maybe that's why it will be a good thing that the next time we try this, I have a different car.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But anyway, so we're not coming, and my regrets, and we will do it again when things normalize, and So I don't know if we have anything else to say. That's basically the news.
Well, yeah, I think that we also want to thank all the people along the way who so graciously offered accommodations to us, and then we were not able to take them up on that. But thank you all for your hospitality, and also the venues that we would have utilized. So yeah, thanks everyone up and down the way, and we'll be in touch when we come again.
Okay, and maybe we'll see if Job can come, and so we'll do it again. All right, so thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to end the recording here.
One last thing, Paul.
Go ahead, Job.
Hey Google, turn off all the lights.